Hey everyone, Tony Winston here, Jazz Piano College. I've got a track for you for this great song, Cuban Dance by Riccardo Scivales. And it was previously in this book, which I believe is now out of print, but he has redone the book, and it's much, much larger now. It's probably got twice as many pages, twice as many songs, lots and lots of great examples, and everything that's in the old book is in the new book. So the chart is down there in the description just for this one song. And I had a student working on this the other day, and I thought I'd just help you a little bit with one of the kind of the trickier parts to get rhythmically. And I have created a track for it, and basically I just used Band in the Box, and I just picked out a rhythm that seemed like it was working for this song. Honestly, I have no idea what kind of rhythm is really appropriate for this song. I tried several in Band in the Box, but I'm an absolute idiot when it comes to Latin music. I know how to kind of figure stuff out, so I can play a little bit in that style, but I'm certainly by no means an expert. However, Riccardo, I believe, is a lot more knowledgeable about it. So pick up his book if you are wanting to play this style of music for sure. It'll really help you a lot. The track, like I say, is done with Band in the Box, so I just used the drums. In my studio, I added the bass to it so it would, follow exactly what's here in the book. And I just go through the song like barely one time, really. I don't even go through the whole song, really. And then it's just drums for the next 3 or 4 minutes. So, it's not a great track or anything, but it's down there in the description, and it's available for free. So if you want to download it and play along with it, it'll help you out. However, you're going to have to practice this pretty slowly before you can play along with the track. Believe me. So let's see, let me pick up the track again and just play a little bit more of the song before we start breaking it down. All right, I missed a line there. Let me see if I can back that up. And then it just goes off into drums, like for the next 3 minutes. So that's the track. I may come back and do something a little more extensive with it. But the idea here is that you're putting in the bass part yourself, which is called a Tumbao bass. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, but Tumbao bass, which usually doesn't have a note right on beat 1. All right, beat 1 is missing. We start on beat 1, 1, da, 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 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. So the bass comes in on 4 a lot. And let me tell you, for those of us living up here in the States, it just makes our head explode, Where's 1? But anyway, that's a characteristic of this kind of music. So the line I'm going to help you with here, and I have done a previous video about this, which I'll link to, kind of showing you how to play the whole song. But what I'm going to do now is just work on this B section a little bit. So one thing about Latin music is it's usually based on straight eighth notes. So you have to have like 8 eighth notes in your head for each measure. And there's usually something on each eighth note, but not always. So we'll start here, and the bass is tied, but I'm going to go ahead and play it here the first time. And I helped my student put this line, hands together. And to do a line like this, we had to break it up into pieces and work on each section and then put the thing together. It really takes a lot of slow, careful practice before you can do this. So just looking at the bass line, and I will hit the tied note there on beat 1. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and bum, bum. So you have to figure out which notes come on the beat. So that's on the and of 2, and then we've got and 4 and. So there's nothing on beat 1, and then 1 and 2 and 3, 4. All right, and so we just did 2 measures, and we started off with just this much. All right, we just had that first measure. And then we added that next note, which is not going to be on a click. It's going to be right after the beat 1. One and then we added a little more. And we just practiced that about 10 times, and then we went on to the next measure, and we did these 2 measures, so we went like this. And notice that once we hit right there, that tied note, everything's on the offbeat, so let me see if I can count that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, and then with the bass, I'm going to leave that A flat out since it was tied. So, all right, that's not too hard. All right, so we added a little bit there. We start again. The next line has just got a little bit more harmony with the right hand. And then and on the next page, we've got all right, that's a little tricky there in the second measure, so all right, so once you hit this, that's on the offbeat. So is the next one, so is the next one, and the next one, and the next one down here. So. Finally have a note right on the beat there, on beat 4, of course, and not on beat 1. And then we've got okay, that's all I'm going to do on the song today. I think really this could be a hit song because most of the songs in this book are written by Riccardo Scivales, but he references the song that they're kind of patterned after. So you want to check out the original songs as well. But a lot of the songs that he wrote, I think, are very strong songs, and I wouldn't be surprised to hear, somebody, some name person, record them sometime and have a little hit with them. I hope that happens anyway. So. This is not the only book now that Riccardo Scivales has published. He's got this great book, Harlem Piano Solos, and you can do stuff like... all right, that's Smashing Thirds by Fats Waller. And then he's got this great book, too, which is The Right Hand According to Tatum, This book was very helpful to me also in learning to do some of the Art Tatum riffs and things like that. And he's got several other books as well. And he also mentions my video in this book because, I put it out several years ago before this book came out. So I got a little mention in this book, and I really am very flattered by that. So I think that's the first time that's ever happened. So thank you, Riccardo, and thank you all very much for getting me so close now to 100,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it, and thank you so much to those folks over on Patreon and through PayPal as well for supporting the channel. Really couldn't have done it without you. And that's it. We're going to keep studying rhythm now for a little while. Though, if I get requests for a jazz standard or something, I'll be happy to put that out as well. All right, take care, everyone, and see you again soon.